All aboard, it's Jang here again, and I still exist. My Playmobil stuff still exists, and I want to have just a real casual talk with all of you about this channel and my recent absence from it and what I can possibly do to have fewer absences from it. Because the most important thing that I want to say in this video is this channel is not dead. This channel is not done. I'm not done with Playmobil. I fully intend to continue with Playmobil stuff. I still like it very much. I still have a ton of sets that I haven't even opened yet. I still have some older vintage stuff that I'm interested in. And yeah, I want this to keep going, but I need to get real with myself and with all of you about these breaks. This is not the first time that I've taken an extended amount of time off from this channel, and I'm not happy about that. I really want to fix that. So the major reason that I have not been around is pretty obvious if you've seen my channel list. I have a much larger channel, and sorry about the squeaking in the background. Some of these, actually all of these axles need to be oiled, but I wasn't going to take the time to do that. I did want to actually get this train running for the first time in a few months. But you know, I have a channel called Jang Bricks, and it's mostly dedicated to Lego stuff, and it almost has 1 million subscribers now. Has a really strong viewer base. It's stuff that I also enjoy, and obviously I need to focus on that. And as a matter of fact, I work on that channel 7 days a week, and I'd say probably well over 350 days a year. So most of the time I am working on that. So that doesn't leave me a lot of time to do other things in terms of making videos and doing enjoyable stuff. However, from time to time I do get some time to do other videos. And the other major thing that I need to talk about here is why I haven't used any of that time in the past few months to do videos over here. And it's actually really simple and kind of embarrassing when I really think about it, because I've really thought about it carefully. Why, when I have several other sets, like right now I have several other sets that are ready to be reviewed for this channel, why have I not taken some of my little bit of free time and used it here just to keep something going? And it comes down to stuff like this. The little details, the little items that have to be set up and displayed. Playmobil sets have so many tiny little things that need to be carefully posed. You know, it's not like with Lego where you can just connect things. Here things are just kind of placed around. They have to be balanced, and I can't really move sets around if they have the little things balanced on them. Like this set of shelves here, it's not in the right place right now, but I can't move it from one room of my house to another or to the studio to film it without knocking over a lot of that stuff and having to reset a lot of it. And I just personally, it's just a trait of me. I hate wasting time. I hate doing a lot of work and then having to redo it. And it's really just a mental block. I thought about having to set up all those tiny little Playmobil pieces that are not attached to anything. All the little figure accessories, the food pieces, and you know, the little pieces of clothing and jewelry, and the small animals, the baby animals that get posed in special places and they need to be displayed nicely. Just all of that is the main reason that when I have time to do a Playmobil review, I don't, or I haven't recently. So I'm very sorry about that. And I just had to stop this train because it was squeaking too much. The axles were getting worse. But yeah, I'm very sorry about that. It's, like I say, it's mental, it's psychological, more than real for sure. But it is the fact. It is the main thing that has held me back, and it's something that makes me not enjoy doing these Playmobil reviews. Oh, there's another great example over there if I can get into it. All these utensils that are set up. If I can get down there. Some food eating items, dishes and silverware that are on that little tray there. They have to be just balanced. And that's it. It's not something major. It's not something groundbreaking, but I had to really sit back and think about it and be honest with myself, and that has allowed me to be honest with all of you. And so that brings me to a question, or maybe a series of questions. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. For all of you, what do you think about that? What do you think about the fact that what I dislike, what I don't enjoy about Playmobil is just setting those things up perfectly? And is there anything that I can do to remove some of that, to help me to bring you more content more frequently, and to not have to deal with that particular issue so much? Would it be okay if I did these reviews and I kind of just had a lot of things kind of grouped together and not perfectly posed in exactly the places where they need to be, with items lined up nicely, arranged nicely? How important is that to you? Because I feared that it was pretty important. Some of these things are starting to get knocked off, but like if I didn't have those items on the shelf over there, it just wouldn't look as nice. And I feel like the little things are really important. I'm not going to skip them, but I was talking with my wife about this a couple of times over the past couple of weeks, and I realized that on the back of Playmobil boxes, they do a great job of perfectly lining up all the accessories, all the little things. They show them to you exactly how many you get of which item and how they look up really close. Like, would it be enough if I showed you the items, in person in some form, but not perfectly posed, and then to really go through the numbers of things and the specifics if I focused on those already great photographs on the back of the box, or illustrations on the back of the box of the product, where Playmobil has already done the work for me, basically for all of us, to carefully display every single thing perfectly. Would that be good enough? Would that be an acceptable compromise? Because if I could do that, if I could basically bypass this mental block that I have and not have to spend so much time, it's not purely mental, because it does take a lot of time to very carefully pose every single little item in a place that makes the most sense and will look the best. And that really does add a lot to the time required to make a video, a nice review video. But yeah, would that be okay if I kind of backed away from some of that and focused a little bit more on the stuff that is more enjoyable to me, the overall set, the overall experience, the figures, the major structures, the animals, the vehicles, the buildings? Those are the things that I personally like the most about Playmobil, and really have driven me to invest so much into all this Playmobil stuff based on my old nostalgia from my childhood, from looking at Playmobil catalogs, never actually having the products back then, but just having that nice positive memory of things that I liked even though I didn't have them, but I wanted, and now I do, and now I can share some of that with a lot of people. Let me know what you think about that. Like I said, I definitely intend to continue this channel one way or another, but I wanted to just be very real, more real than I've ever been about what is really going on with me in my mind with all of this stuff here. Obviously it's still here. There's a lot of dust that has built up, but I still like this stuff. I still think it looks great. There's still a lot of ideas that I have for expanding a lot of this. I would like to get the lower level off the ground and do something about these ugly walls back here. This is technically an underground basement space where I am right now. And, so the cinder block is right up against the hillside, basically. So, it's not a pretty sight, but I would like to eventually cover some of that up and, make this just a nicer display, improve the lighting. My lights up above me have almost failed now and need to be replaced. It's an old fluorescent tube setup, and yeah, that's why I'm using these weird lights from the side. But yeah, I want to continue to do this. I want to do more of it. I want to at least give you a new video every week, 2 weeks, at the most. I should be able to find time. I should be able to make time to do at least a video every week. I should not have these long breaks, these long times where it just becomes kind of a self-defeating little vicious cycle where I think, it's been so long since I've done the last one, and now I need to set up all these things for this big set, and then that's just going to hold me back even more. I want to get out of that, and we'll see. I'll look forward to your comments. I'm really going to be relying on your comments and your feedback to help set my direction and where I go from here, because no matter what, I'm going to do more in here, but I want to make sure that I do it in a way that you all will enjoy and will find a valuable use of your time, to actually look at these videos. So I'm going to cut it off there before I ramble too much more. I look forward to your feedback. It'll be really, really important to me, so please be sure to leave a comment down below with your own thoughts. Thumbs up on other people's comments are great. That's helpful, but it's most helpful to me when I can actually hear directly from you. Even if you have just a little bit to say, just a single sentence, anything, to help me to understand what you're thinking will be just huge and very much appreciated. So thank you in advance, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Bye for now.